Bordentown, West Virginia, home to the Mountaineers and a fan base that has been, shall we say, preparing since early in the morning for the battle we have in store. Today, a couple of squads here to square off in a Big 12 showdown. As we'll see, the TCU Horned Frogs taking on a squad hoping to prevent another L this week, the West Virginia Mountaineers. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, joined here in the booth by David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. And guys, let's get this thing started. The Mountaineers will kick it off to get us underway. Here he comes from inside his own 5. Nice job executing all of the assignments as they put a stop to that return at the 22. The Horned Frogs offense takes the field. And David, this offense is built around keeping it on the ground and feeding the beast at running back.
Yeah, and he is a grown ace man. That dude, it starts and ends with him. Jesse, how nice is it to have a running back that you can hand the ball to? He's going to get positive chunks. Defenses fear him. That's a really nice place to start.
Breaks into the open. Good, solid pickup on that one. They've got it out to the 40, and it's first down.
I'll tell you what, you want to quiet this crowd down. You want to do something demoralizing to your opponent. Establish the run game early on offense.
After that big gainer to open things up, they'll put it in play from the 40. Creating some space, getting just enough good blocking, and they've got it up to the 47-yard line.
It's got to feel good as an offense knowing that early in the drive you can turn around, hand it off, get a push up front, go get positive yardage.
Trying play action. Gonna take a shot. And it slips through his fingers, incomplete. That would have been a huge gain if he could have held on.
Well, on defense, they know that this offense is going to try and take shots. They're going to try and keep their secondary players in a position to make these types of plays. Good job on the back end forcing that incompletion.
They tried to go smash mouth on 3rd and short, and it did not work against this defense. The Horned Frogs decide to punt it away. Looks as if they might have a little something going on that drive, but they'll have to kick it. That thing was down for a while, but the big bounce carried it into the end zone, and it'll be a touchback. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. On the ground, it's Wall. Into the pile, maybe got one. He stopped at the 21. And the Mountaineers want to crank the tempo.
A nice job being gap sound by this defense. And here you go. Watch what this offense does. They'll get right back on the ball, and they'll go really quick, so you got to be prepared.
Building momentum, picking up a chunk of yardage, moving the chains out to the 34.
And how about that? Right after they get the explosive play running the ball, they're going right back to the line of scrimmage for some tempo.
Unloads to the wideout. Finds a man in the middle. And the defense makes the immediate tackle, but he has enough for the first down.
And it's frustrating as a defense when you give up that first down and you give up that pass play. But here we go with this offense. They're right back on the ball. You got to flush that. You got to get lined up, and you got to communicate.
They make the stop, trying to pick up just a little bit at a time to get to that first down marker. You don't have to make things complicated. You seize zone, you throw the hitch, you pick up some positive yardage.
Yes, Reese, that's easy when my guy's really fast and quick. Those guys in the slot, get it to them after the catches. Their specialty can make some magic happen.
More to the air. Makes the grab. Now they're really starting to threaten as they pick up the first down at the 34-yard line.
Awesome job there on third down by the QB, working through his progressions. He wanted to go downfield, but the defense took everything away. So his eyes come down, he finds the drag route underneath, makes a good throw, and his guy does the rest to pick up the first.
Plenty of work to do here on 2nd and long. After the incompletion, back to the passing game. Quarterback can pull the trigger, and down he goes at the 41.
And that's not a good sign for this offense. You gave up 4 sacks a week ago. Now you're already getting your quarterback hit. They've got to protect their dude. They got to give him more time so he can make plays down the field. Protection is the biggest issue for this offense.
Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. On 3rd and long, a check down would be the last resort. Oh, and he got drilled as he just got rid of the football.
Every defense in the country talks about getting offenses in predictable 3rd and long situations where I can bring on more speedsters and I know the pass is coming so I can have more success.
And he tried to pin him deep with that punt. Instead, it goes into the end zone. It'll come out to the 20. TCU will send its offense back onto the field. That last drive won't go on the highlight reel after ending in a punt. They'd like to be more productive this time, David.
And I think this offense has to be a little bit more balanced. Find a little balance between the run, Jesse, and working in that pass.
And I think, too, David, it's just going to take a spark. It just takes one play to get this thing picked up and going.
I'll tell you what, a few more runs like that, and defensively you start thinking more guys in the box, more big guys. I better stop this guy because he's unbelievable. Just great job breaking off the big run, and the OC is going to give him the ball some more.
Right back to the well. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage. Didn't get much on 1st down. It's 2nd and 9. Wants to go up top. The sure hands, it's Canty. Finds a little bit of room and finally wrestled out of bounds at the 43.
Really good offenses are able to attack short. You've got to be able to attack the whole field to make you honor that underneath part, then the intermediate part, and then you take shots down the field. This will loosen up some shots for later in the game.
Shotgun snap on 3rd down. He fires one deep down the right side. The receiver was doubled, and they picked it off. Taking it the other way. He's at the 10. He finally goes out of bounds, but you better check that laundry on the field. And the pass interference penalty is costly, wiping out the turnover. And the Horned Frogs will line it up on 1st and 10. Out of the gun, the running back has it. Oh, he's got some space. That's about as close as you can get to that marker, and it will be 2nd and just a few breaths away from the 1st down. The Horned Frogs come to the line. This situation, you might see a shot play. Toss to the outside. They'll wrestle him down just short of the 1st down. I don't even think they're going to bring out the chains to measure this one.
Defense is about firing off, hitting the offensive guys, and staying in your gaps. Everybody knowing where they're supposed to be. You could tell the defense, everyone was right where they're supposed to be, nowhere to run.
You can feel the Mountaineer spirit rising, reverberating across the field on this big 3rd down. Working the middle, it's complete. Working their way closer and closer, a 3rd down conversion, and they've got it at the 26.
Well, in that down and distance, the quarterback's got to get rid of it so quickly, right? He knows the defense is going to be bearing down on him, so a nice job catching the gun snap and then turning and pivoting, getting it out of his hands quickly and accurately to pick up the 1st.
And there was nowhere to go, just stopped in his tracks in the backfield.
Man, how fast did they get in there and make that tackle for a loss? If you blinked, you missed it. Nice job by the defense, getting penetration, everybody up near the line of scrimmage, shooting the gaps quick, getting in the backfield, getting the guy on the ground.
Going to swing it on 2nd down. With the catch, it's Canty. They stop him almost immediately. Short gain there, and still a little ground to cover to pick up the first.
A nice job by the QB there, timing out that drag throw. It's zone coverage, so he's got to make sure he gets it to his receiver in a window to allow him to catch the ball and then turn it upfield.
From the gun, wants to pass. A strike downfield. He'll be stopped just short of the end zone, but they'll have it first and goal.
And when this quarterback is in a rhythm, this offense is really hard to stop. You've seen that on this drive. He's 3 for 3, but they're also running the ball well. Everything they're dialing up right now is working.
They'll try to get it in with the run. And he takes it in for the score. Touchdown, Horned Frogs!
The best running backs are the guys that can just sniff out the end zone. That running back showed you all of his freakish ability on that play.
They get set for the point afters. We have the first score of the game. And the extra point makes it 7-0. So they move the ball 43 yards on that drive. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. West Virginia has it, and the offense ready to go to work. Finding themselves down 7-0, they'd love to get a drive going here. Moore will throw. Gets it out fast. And good coverage by the defense, just a short gain. The Mountaineers in the hurry-up. From the gun, they'll try to impose their will. Some hard running there, but just too many defenders as he stopped for a loss.
Brings up third down.
That's the end of the quarter, and TCU has the lead. We put one in the books. Let's have a look at our game summary. Now to see if these guys can get back in the game in the second quarter. This offense had a little extra time to think about it. Let's see what they have on third down. From the gun, wants to pass. Looking to take a shot. Oh, he had it. The deep ball was there, and it just trickled through his fingers.
One thing this defense always talks about is getting off the field. Last drive, they forced the punt. Here on third down, what a great job flying to the football, getting a hit, forcing an incompletion. They may be jogging off here soon again.
They're able to put a stop to that return right at the 30-yard line. TCU has it back, and the Horned Frogs go on offense. Last drive went for 6. We'll see if they can do it again. Motion from the wideout. Takes this handoff and headed to the right. Pretty good job of running to get 2 there to the 32.
And the defense doing a great job committing to the run. When you commit to the run like this, obviously you can give up some plays in the passing game, but you got to stop the run first.
They feed him again. That is a big win for this defense as they were right there as soon as he got the ball. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. Third down coming, in the Morgantown faithful making it tough on this big play. From the gun, wants to pass. Right down the middle. And that's incomplete. A defender all over him. Knocked the ball to the ground. Fourth down coming up.
This is a point where you just got to be able to focus. And the critical down and distances in this game, like that third down right there, when it's a good throw, you got to make the catch. You got to be able to make that play.
He'll field the punt and take it back. He gets it up to the 34-yard line before he stopped, and that's where the offense will set up shop. West Virginia has it back, ready to dive into that playbook. They really didn't move the ball at all the last time they had it, and hoping for better fortune this time around. from the gun, running back on the move. Not much running room there thanks to this senior defender. And the Mountaineers come to the line in the hurry-up.
Defense came into this one knowing they were going to see some tempo. They've got to get the call from the sidelines, get it communicated, get lined up.
They finally get him on the ground, but the big running play moves the chains for the first down.
This is an offense that can move the sticks in a whole lot of different ways. Now you're seeing it on the option here. Great job by the quarterback. Reading the defense, there's nobody there taking him, so he puts his foot in the ground, he gets upfield, and he's got really nice elusiveness once he's out in the open field. He shows you that on that explosive play, picking up the first.
Working well behind the sticks on second down. Moore to the air. Hauls it in. And they get to him and knock him down to prevent a bigger gain. Might be decision time if the defense can get a stop on third down from the 45. Off play action. He's going to throw deep right side. He's got it inside the 15. They get him corralled, but not until he's in the red zone. They'll mark it at the 14.
First down, West Virginia.
He leaves it with his back. Running through contact. He almost punched it in for 6. They'll get him down at the 1-yard line. The Mountaineers trying to cash it in on first and goal. They'll try to get it in with the run. And they get nothing. The ball remains at the 2-yard line.
Well, and you see the sense of urgency now going up, right, David, on defense here, creating a negative play with their backs up against the wall.
Everybody's selling out to stop the run. Nice job being aggressive by this defense.
Quarterback quick pass to the receiver. Into the end zone. Touchdown, West Virginia. Looking for the tie with the extra point. Well, you could draw a line in the middle, and he would have hit that thing. And that extra point leaves us deadlocked here in the second. They're set to kick it off. You think this crowd's going to get loud when their defense comes on the field? He'll bring it out. It's Canty. Gets it across the 20 to the 21, and not quite what he would have picked up just taking the touchback. TCU will send its offense back onto the field. A rather unproductive series last time, 3 and out, and they'll try to do better this time around. Rides the back on the option, the give. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage.
They're trying to run the ball on first down, guys, but just nothing doing up front. Their offensive line got blown up on that play. There was nowhere for that guy to go.
Under fire. And the quarterback caught up to and sacked at the 12.
Defense came on the field with fresh legs, and here on just the second play of the drive, they're able to get a sack.
Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. Fires to the middle. Makes the grab. And that's not going to be a first down. He stopped just millimeters away from moving the chains.
One of the things I love about this defense is they just have such great awareness, and they're always communicating. They understood the down and distance. They knew exactly what they needed to do to make the tackle to force the punt. That is so well done.
Listen, when you got a big sucker like that at quarterback, all he's got to do is lean forward, and he's going to get that fourth down. He just does a great job getting behind the offensive line, falling forward, and getting the big fourth down conversion.
And it's incomplete. If you're going to take a hit like that, you might as well hang on to the ball.
Well, it was a good throw. It was a good route, but it was the hit that forced that incompletion.
So now it's second and long. After the incompletion, they go back up top. Gets it to him on the screen. That's the kind of play that can really get you going as they have a first down at the 43. And the Horned Frogs are moving quickly down the field. Here's the handoff. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that.
Awesome job up front by this defensive line, being so good at the point of attack and eating blocks, eating some double teams that allows these linebackers to run free, unencumbered, and get to the football.
Oh, he makes the play. It's intercepted. Looking for more room. Finally brought down, but what a play, not only to get the football, but to flip the field position with the return. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. West Virginia has it in the offense ready to go to work. On that last drive, defense had no idea what was happening, run or pass, and it wound up in the end zone, Jesse.
Yeah, you saw the experience in this.
And the quarterback runs out of time, and down he goes at the 38.
I personally love aggressive defense. I love it. Bringing the strong safety down, blitzing that sucker in there to get the quarterback. Boom. Get that guy on the ground. Nice aggressive play call by the defense.
So now on 2nd and long, you start to think just don't fall out of field goal range. They'll run play action. And the quarterback is sacked. There are penalty flags down, but this might be doubly bad for the offense. I think the penalty might be on them. This defense happy with how that last play turned out, so they'll decline the penalty. Let's see what they do on 3rd down. Moore will throw. And the ball comes out. What a disastrous play. Defense grabs the football, and there he goes. Picked up a few extra on that return, but what a play by this defense to get the football.
Well, defenses get excited when they see the quarterback in an empty backfield like that. They know, hey, if I'm not going to have to beat a running back or a tight end to get there, if I get to him, I might have an opportunity to knock this thing loose, and that's exactly what happened for the defense.
They'll move the wide receiver. They'll give it to the back. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play.
They're trying to run the football. There's just nowhere to go for the ball carrier inside. He tried to bounce it to the outside. That linebacker way too fast. He met him there and forced the TFL.
We'll take a quick break as we have reached the final 2 minutes of the first half. Try to make up for some of that lost ground on 2nd down. Back to pass. Catch in the middle, it's Hart. He's brought down quickly. Minimal gain there, still a bit short of the 1st down.
It's so important that this offense is able to stay on schedule, and what that means is keeping 3rd downs manageable. That last completion to the tight end accomplished just that. Really nice play call.
You can feel the Mountaineer spirit rising, reverberating across the field on this big 3rd down. The clock will stop with this timeout from the offense. They'll get a chance to regroup on the sideline. This feels like 4-down territory, 3rd and short from the 40. From the gun, wants to pass. And it's incomplete despite some serious arm strength shown there.
Well, this is a disappointing drive for the offense considering where this drive started in their opponent territory. Now you're 4th and long. You've got to be better throwing the football in those types of situations.
They've already converted a 4th down in this game. They'll try to make it 2 for 2. He'll try to throw and pick up the 1st down. Big tight end makes the grab. 1st down, still on his feet. They make the tackle, but he's got a fresh set of downs, and it's first and goal from the 7. Timeout called here by the defense. It's the first one they've used this half. Now the chance to pay off that big play from just outside the 5. A first down run in the red zone. Trying to move the pile into the end zone. He'll be stopped at the 2. The defense going to stop the clock with the timeout. They want to make sure they have everybody on the same page. They moved it forward to the 2. Now it's second and goal. They'll try to run it in. Into the end zone he goes. Touchdown, TCU!
And that touchdown run is just going to galvanize this entire football team. Really nice job being physical, and that sends a message. We're not just taking the lead. There's a lot of football left, and we are going to keep trying to run this ball down your throat.
And the PAT gives them a 14-7 lead. So that scoring drive took only 6 plays and finished the deal with the short touchdown run from the 2. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. From inside his own 15, let's see how far he can get. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20. West Virginia has it back, ready to dive into that playbook. As it turns out, the fumble on that last drive set up the touchdown, David.
And there's no bigger stat in football than turnovers. You turn the football over, they turn it into points. Jesse, that is not a recipe for success.
Good news, though, they get another chance, right? They can make amends with this drive right here. That's all that's important. You've got to execute, you've got to lock in.
Quick tempo, no huddle offense. Second down, clock's running. Moore to the air. Unloads it left. Just a Baryshnikov-like move on the sideline to tap that toe and get the first down.
One of the things you love about this running back is not only can he run between the tackles, but he's also a weapon in this offense catching the football.
Rides the back and leaves it on the option. And this one will be stopped for no gain. And the Mountaineers want to pick up the tempo. Wants to fire on second down. Oh, they're after him. Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face third down.
And this is why this team is losing this game right now. They cannot protect their quarterback. He's already been sacked a bunch of times, almost got sacked right there. This guy doesn't have a chance with the way this offensive line is playing.
On third and long, he's going to have to throw for it. Wide open downfield. A huge play, and they get it all the way to the 45-yard line. We got a timeout here late in the first half, and they'll try to get more points on the board before the break. Wants to throw on first down. Hit hard just as he released it on first down and just couldn't get it to the receiver.
They've already got a bunch of sacks on them today and another quarterback pressure. This offense has to try to find a way to get the ball out a little bit quicker, to protect their quarterback a little bit more. Whether it's screens, whether it's draws, whether it's rolling your quarterback, something has to change for this offense to protect their quarterback a little bit better.
Zings it complete to the right. And a good job in coverage there as they stop it after just a few. To the line quickly. They'll spike it to save some time.
Strikes the ball to stop the clock. No gain on the play. Now, a fourth down.
The Mountaineers send out the punt unit. They'll look to pin them deep. He'll make the fair catch at the 13, and they will have less than favorable field position here. So the offense doesn't want to take a chance here. They'll just come out and take a knee and wrap up the half. We've played 2 quarters here. Time to go to Kevin Connors in our halftime update.
Gentlemen, this matchup on that field there in Morgantown, sign me up for another half. And yes, football is a game of inches, but man, is that really the case when you consider the length of some of these possessions. Look, I'm not an analytics guy, but I do know this. The team that sustains drives and just moves the sticks might be the team that comes out on top today. And with that, let's take the old country roads on our way back to Mountaineer Field.
The Horned Frogs will line up to kick off and start the second half. From inside the 10-yard line, he'll bring it back. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. West Virginia has it, and the offense ready to go to work. Tight game as we start the third quarter, and we'll see what type of adjustments they made at halftime. Turning it on! And he gets it up to the 36. It'll be a first down. And the Mountaineers will hustle to the line.
A nice passing game by this offense. The quarterback and the receiver on the same page, in time, in rhythm, creates the big play. And look at them. They're right back on the football, ready to run another play.
Able to scrounge 3 yards out of that one somehow. It's 2nd and 7.
And that wasn't a big gain, but look at the offense. Right back on the ball, ready to call a play, ready to go fast.
Moore will throw. Under pressure, and down he goes at the 33.
Well, this offense keeps giving up sacks, and they keep finding themselves in situations like this, 3rd and long right now. They don't have many points in this game, and this is a big reason why. It's hard to score if you don't...
Looking deep down the right side. Oh, he dropped it. That deep ball was right on the money. You just have to make that catch. The Mountaineers will line up to punt it away.
On to punt it away.
A high kick. Let's see if he can pin them back deep in their own end. And the returner runs out of real estate as he goes down. TCU has it back, and the Horned Frogs go on offense. Leaves it with the running back. Stopped in the backfield. He's going to lose 3 yards on the play.
And if this defense wants to get back in the football game, they've got to match the physicality of this offense. And that's a great start here in the second half. Like coming out, not letting them run the football, being the more physical and more aggressive team.
Well, the defense was trailing going in at halftime, and I think they made some adjustments against the run. They want to slow this guy down. That's a really nice start to the second half if you're on defense.
On 3rd and long, you'll need to push it downfield. Intercepted, and the defense has set him up. Trying to take it back. Touchdown, Mountaineers. The defense putting points on the board.
And doing a great job in coverage. Obviously, you got to play run first as a linebacker always. That's your first thought process. But then reading the QB's eyes, breaking on the football, catching it. And then from there, it was easy. Just take it right to the house.
Setting up for the extra point and the top. And the extra point was made without incident, and we're tied up here in the 3rd. We check in with Kevin Connors. What's going on, Kevin?
Hey, guys, just wanted to give you a quick update on a game happening in the SEC. Alabama is on the short side of things right now, but like the days of Tua and Devontae Smith in the 2018 title game, do not rule out a comeback. It's just a field goal game. They're trailing by 3 to Florida. Just another week of SEC football where we've come to expect the unexpected. Fellas?
Thanks for the update on that one, Kevin. Let us know when it goes final. Tight end now in motion. They'll run it to the right. And how about the efficiency on that one? It'll bring up 2nd and 4.
Definitely been tough sledding for this guy, especially in the first half. They gave him the ball a bunch, but they just don't have a ton of yards on the ground to show for it at this point. That looked like a pretty good run, though. You just wonder maybe in the second half, if they keep giving him the football, it may start paying some dividends.
They keep feeding him in this running game, and the defense is having none of it. It's been that way all day.
Yeah, they're just going to need more push up front. There was nowhere for that running back to go. The offensive line got moved right back into his lap, and as a result, they lose yards on him.
He wants to throw it. Fires to the tight end. Found enough room to get it into enemy territory. They're down at the 43-yard line.
Well, I know the tight end did some good things after the catch, but got to give the quarterback credit, too, for the location of the throw. Because he put it out in front of his big man, he was able to make the catch and accelerate, creating some distance there between him and the defense.
And he has a solid gain before the defense bottles him up.
And winning first downs is a priority for a defense, and you can't get bludgeoned. You can't get physically beat at the point of attack. You know the percentages. It's usually pretty good on first down that they're going to run the football. So then getting that big chunk, getting in second and short, not a good job by this defense.
Third down coming in the Morgantown faithful, making it tough on this big play. They'll try to power their way ahead. And the defense stands up this offensive line and stuffs him right at the line of scrimmage. He didn't get it.
Well, the defense got the stop there on 3rd and 1. Let's see if they can do it again here on 4th and inches, Dave.
I just got to find a way to fall forward, be physical. We worked on this all week. You know you're going for it on 4th down.
Hauled down, but they'll move the sticks as he picks up the first down.
And 4th and inches, you know what's coming. You know they're going to run the quarterback sneak, but it's one of the hardest plays in football to stop. You got to find a way to dive from the defensive line spot and stop the feet of the quarterback, and they couldn't do it. And listen, they only needed inches. That's what makes it so difficult to stop.
Miles ahead for a pickup of 1 to the 32.
And, man, the big fellas up front, they don't get a lot of credit. They don't get talked about a lot unless it's negative, but they're the big component, man. They've got to get some push, to get some running lanes, get this running game going. They're the ones that make it go.
One back in the backfield. He gets the carry. Pulled down after a pickup of 4 to the 27.
I think that was an example of the offensive coordinator trying to help out his quarterback. He's trying to keep these third downs manageable. You know, you throw the ball on 2nd down and it's incomplete. Now you've set up 3rd and long, and now you're set up to fail.
Looking to throw. Got a man. It's Canty. They've got it just outside the red zone. They'll move the chains. It's at the 21.
And you don't see that often where you're running a screen and you're featuring the running back and setting it up, but you go elsewhere. It's a nice job by the offense, nice job by the quarterback in particular, seeing the defense, saying, I can make a play somewhere else, and he goes and does it.
And the Horned Frogs come to the line with a fresh set of downs. Running back searching for a hole. Nice pickup on the ground there, and they'll move the sticks with the first down.
First down, physicality wins football games. Being able to run the football and create balance. And right here, just choose up another first down, gives you another chance to maybe continue to run the football.
And I feel like this guy, too, is just an explosive play waiting to happen. His vision, his quickness, and he's got to burst. If you give this guy just a crease, he's going to hit it. Right now, he's doing some damage on this defense.
Wrestled down at the 8-yard line as they threaten deep in the red zone. Defense rolls up deep in its own end on that last play. Now a 2nd and long coming. The run up the middle, looking for the score. Not a whole lot of room to run. Let's give him a couple.
And down here near the goal line, you've got to be physical. And this guy's proven it today, Palmer. They've given it to him. He's put it in the end zone twice already. I'm going to keep featuring him.
So you know the defense is going to be keying him too, right? Because he's hurting them a little bit in this game already. They're going to be finding a way to try to get some penetration, anticipating this guy to touch it again.
They fought tooth and nail through 3, and it is all locked up as we take a look at the stats. This is when winning plays are made, and we start right now in the 4th. They'll try to open the quarter by cashing in on this big opportunity deep in the red zone. They believe in their running game on 3rd and goal here. He's not going to make it. What a job by this defense to stop him in his tracks. So on 4th down, here comes the field goal kicker in a huge spot. Splits the uprights right down the middle. And now they regain the lead.
Big-time kick right there, man. Fourth quarter, clutch time. You needed to come through to take the lead, and now the pressure goes to the defense. You got to keep this lead. Got to get a stop or two more, and you can get the dub in this football game.
From inside the 15, here comes the return. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. West Virginia has it back, ready to dive into that playbook. Another opportunity here. They had to punt it on their last possession, but this time tight game, hoping to get something on the board. Throws to the wideout. Got his man! And he's brought down, but a flag is also down.
Pass interference. Offense.
Just when they thought they had the big play, the penalty wipes it out. Gonna run it. It's ball. Never underestimate the power of moving forward and creating breathing room as they mark it at the 17.
The offense has a little bit of success on the ground, and they're up. Look at them. They're ready to go again. Back on the line of scrimmage, ready to run another play.
Here's the pressure. And the quarterback goes down at the 11-yard line.
This quarterback is thinking to himself, I need to get an NIL deal at some restaurant so I can take my offensive line out and feed them more, because I don't think they like me very much right now. I've been sacked 6 times in this game. It's time to get that new NIL deal paycheck.
Here comes the heat. And here comes the pressure, and there he goes down again.
They got more sacks than a grocery store. Goodness gracious, time and time again, getting to the quarterback, getting him on the ground. This defense having their way.
Another punt on the way. Got to make sure those hammies and glutes all activated. Don't want any muscle pulls from overuse. Returns like that are why you don't settle for the fair catch if you don't have to. Picks up just a little bit of yards to help out the O. TCU will send its offense back onto the field. Always good to get points on a drive, David, but chip shot field goals can leave you a little empty.
Yeah, I think it's great to get points, but the great teams get touchdowns in the red area. You got to get out there this time and execute a little better on this drive.
You're absolutely right, David. Generally, the best red zone offenses are the ones that run the ball the best. So let's see if they can be a little bit more physical in this drive.
Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. Off the bootleg, looking to fire. And it's picked off. That's the turnover they desperately needed. Going the other way, and he's got room. Past the 10. Touchdown, Mountaineers! And they turn it into a defensive score.
How about that play by this defense? The offense trying to salt the game away with the lead. Defense makes the biggest play of the ball game, getting the pick, finding the end zone, and taking the lead late in this ball game.
And the extra point was good. They're ready to kick it away, and this crowd is buzzing after that last score. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. TCU has it back, and the Horned Frogs go on offense. That last pick six after a drive like that, David, can swing the momentum of a game.
The defense is still celebrating. I mean, such a big play. I mean, they gave up some yards but did what they're supposed to do. Now, Jesse, this offense has to put a drive together.
Yeah, they have to recapture some momentum here. What they can't do is go 3 and out and give the ball right back.
They've got it at the 37. It's 1st and 10. Looking to throw on first down. And he got smacked just as he released the pass. It's incomplete.
A good job by this defense. Great job in the secondary. Eyes on the quarterback. They took away the first option, made him go to option 2, made him go through his progression, and then they got time to get home and get a hit on the quarterback.
And he finds some solid space, makes a nice game before the defense is able to stop him.
You love to see this on offense. Early in drives, getting that kind of yardage keeps you ahead of the chains.
On 3rd and short, they'll go to the power running game. Now they're starting to feel it. They've got a first down at the 44. The Horned Frogs are moving quickly down the field. Wants to go up top on first down. Just too much of a rush, and down goes the quarterback just behind the midfield stripe at the 49.
Offensively, I love balance. I love when I get some big gains on the ground. Now taking shots down the field, but I got to protect my QB. They did not keep him upright. He had a chance to make a play, especially after the big run play to play before. The defense was playing the run. QB couldn't get it done.
Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face third down. Looking downfield, and he needs a bunch. And a big deflection on third down forces a fourth down.
And you got to expect this offense to go for it again here on fourth down, right? Obviously trailing, we're in the second half, but we saw them try to go for it on fourth down early. Didn't have any success. They've got to dial up a better play here.
And the punt hits at the 8 and goes into the end zone for the touchback. West Virginia has it, and the offense ready to go to work. They didn't get much done the last time they had it, and to punt it away from deep in their own territory, hoping this drive will be more productive. Moore to the air. Pocket breaking down. And the quarterback goes down at the 11-yard line.
What if I had told you this quarterback would be sacked at least 5 times in this game and yet still somehow would be winning? That's not normally how it works. You got to give the offense credit because even though they've suffered some serious negative plays, they've still been able to make some good things happen.
Trying to escape and get it himself. They make the stop, but not before he takes a chunk out of what they need to move the sticks. And the Mountaineers headed quickly to the line. Third and long, and he'll try to throw for it. Here's a heat. And he's all bottled up, and now it's worse. The ball's loose. That football must be riveted to your rib cage. How can you let it go? At least they fell on it. The Mountaineers will try to pin them back with the punt. 3 and out, and not much choice but to get rid of the ball. And the punt team gets down there and gets the return man on the ground. TCU will send its offense back onto the field. They had to punt it away on their last possession, but man, what great field position this time.
I mean, this is awesome. Like, last possession didn't go great. Now you're set up with an opportunity to get some points. Start thinking about what plays I like, Jesse, as I cross the field.
There are a lot of offensive coordinators out there, David, and in this position, they like to take a shot right away and try and capitalize on this field position.
Under fire. Incomplete. Looked as if he had his man, but just a misfire from this senior. You can feel the Mountaineer spirit rising, reverberating across the field on this big third down. From the gun, wants to pass. Makes the grab. He gets it oh so close to the first down marker, but I think he's going to be a touch short. Clock stops. We have reached the 2-minute timeout, and the offense is looking for a play to close this deal out. Trailing by a possession, they need to keep the ball. They'll try to convert on fourth down. Needs it to keep this drive alive. He's stopped short, and they'll turn it over. What a huge stand by this defense. Moore will throw. He'll heave it deep. And they couldn't make the connection on the long shot.
Quarterback trying to attack the middle of the field. I like the aggressive nature, but his receivers aren't 9 feet tall. No one's going to catch that. No one can climb the ladder. You got to bring it down a little bit.
Quarterback on the keeper. Pretty good effort on that one to work his way up to the 42. Defense uses a timeout quickly, trying to get that ball back and preserve time for their offense. Come to the line at the 42, facing a 3rd and short. From the gun, wants to pass. And the pressure will get there. The sack down down he goes in the waning moments. That could be a costly play.
Timeout.
And the Mountaineers will punt this one away.
Number 12 in punt formation to kick it away.
Great contact on that ball as it just hangs up in the sky. And the punt team able to swing him to the ground. They'll start this drive going to the air. And he can't find anyone open, and down he goes. A sack here late in the fourth. And the Horned Frogs have put themselves in dire straits after that last play. It's 2nd and a mile. Using the quick game. And he'll be smacked to the ground.
I think in this situation, 2 minutes, trailing late, I think you got to be throwing to the sticks every time. I don't know if these short completions are going to get it done. You're just not going to.
He tosses one high and deep down the left side.
One of the biggest reasons today why this offense is losing in the game is they haven't been able to get it going throwing the football. This guy still has not thrown a touchdown pass. They thought coming into this game they were going to have tons of success throwing it. But you got to give the defense credit. They watched the film. They've been mixed.
He lets it fly. It's incomplete, and they desperately needed to keep that drive going, and they couldn't make the connection. So with the late lead, they're ready to just drain the clock in victory formation. Quarterback takes a knee. With the win today, they're now bowl eligible, and that's certainly worth celebrating, at least to some degree, wouldn't you say, guys?
Yeah, listen, at the start of the year, there are a lot of goals that get put up on the blackboard. Reaching a bowl game is one of them. So now you can go ahead and check that off. But if you're this football team, you're not celebrating that tonight. You're looking to build on this win moving ahead because they've got bigger goals down the road, David.
They do, and they've shown you some good flashes throughout the season.